Salam alaikum. Good evening. This is Naveed Khan. I want to talk to you this evening about planning and setting our goals. It's commonly believed that planning is important, but then you'd come across many cases they say no plan can be perfect. I certainly agree with that. I have no doubt on that. But the fact is that if you have planned, the plan might fail. But if you haven't planned, then there is nothing to fail or nothing to succeed. You're just depending on luck. So, what we find in most cases around us, people in their lives, as well as some of the organizations, smaller organizations I'm talking about, they do not plan. So, the saying that goes is no one plans to fail, they just fail to plan. So let's talk about why planning is important and why we should be looking at it more carefully. Now, planning obviously cannot read any uncertain future. Neither can planning tame a turbulent environment. We all experience this COVID thing. It's very difficult. However, however, with the planning, you have managed to control some of the problem that could have become much bigger. Whether it's a country like United States of America or it's like UK or Pakistan or anywhere. In Pakistan, actually, I would say that we did the right planning to counter the effects of the COVID-19, and we've done reasonably very well. So my contention is that unless and until we plan, our chances of getting our goals is not too great. Now, lots of people say, what is a goal? Now, goal, obviously, all of you know, is a desired future circumstance or a condition that any organization attempts to realize. It also happens in case of individual. Young people come into the colleges, they have a goal. They have a goal to, get into a multinational corporation or set up their own enterprise or whatever they have. But for that, they need education. So, with this goal, they go through steps and process. So, and the goal is basically knowing what you want. Now, if you don't know what you want, then it becomes very different. Now, goals obviously are very important to any organization because their goals define why you exist, what do you want to do. So these are the things that I think are very important. And now I just want to share with you something from the book Alice in Wonderland, which you must have read in your childhood. So the thing is that Alice, as the story goes, was going in a jungle and she came to a place where there was a fork. Now there was a fork and she didn't know which way to go. So she looked up and she saw there was this famous Cheshire cat sitting on the tree. So she looked up and asked the Cheshire cat, which road do I take? Now, Cheshire cat looked at Alice and said, where do you want to go? And at this, Alice said, I don't know. Now, if you have the Alice answer, then you know what the Cheshire said. He says, then it doesn't matter which road do you take if you don't know where you want to go. So, in our particular cases, also, if I don't know what I want, if I don't know where I want to go, so there is there is nothing anybody can help me. So I keep asking myself this question. I mean, for the last 50 years, I'm a little confused that in my own country, do we know where we want to go? Now, like I said, we need to understand that unless and until we set up an aim, set up a direction or something where we want to go, it's not going to get us anywhere. We will just keep on running from one place to the other. Okay. So let's go to some of the basics. As I was saying, that let's talk about goal, desired future circumstance or condition that the organization attempts to realize. Because the goals will basically tell you why you exist, what is your purpose. And now, when you have a goal, you need to translate into plans. Now, a plan is a blueprint for a goal achievement, and it specifies whatever sources or allocations or schedules or tasks and other things that you need to take. Goal actually specify the future ends, where you want to go, what you want to do. Plan specifies what the means that you have to do. So, in case of planning, this concept normally incorporates both the ideas of the goal and the plan. It means you determine what the organization's goals are, where do you want to go, and the means of achieving them. So if you look at from this point of view, like let's take a company like Tapal. They started business in this country many years ago. They had a goal. They wanted to be the number one, or at least one of the top tea blending companies or tea marketing companies in this country. With that goal, obviously, Mr. Aftab Tapal came up with definite plans and so on and all that. They developed their strategic goal, they developed their tactical goal, they worked on the operation goal. But the thing is that with that, the Tapal was able to capture the large share of the Pakistan market. It's not only the Pakistan market that they have been able to capture. Their, their products can be found anywhere overseas, anywhere. For Shan, let's take the case of Mr. Sultan, who started his experimentation from the garage, one of the car garages in the house. The car was put out and he started working in the garage. He had a very clear goal that he wanted to go in for the recipe mix, because till that time, only the packaged spices were being sold in this country. So Mr. Sultan started it. Came today. If you want to see how well they're doing, just Google and put a product like Shan's Chicken 65 or something. You wouldn't get pricing in Pakistan rupee. You get pricing in dollars, you will get like euro, pound sterling, Australian. So what is it? They spread the world over. KNN, another product, ready to eat product. They had this thing if they wanted to come into this market, which is the ready to eat products, convenience, and so on and all that. Today, KNN also has a factory in New York where they're working. So, with the passage of time, what you need to understand is that we need to have a goal. For the goal, we need to come up with a plan. And we need to have a planning system in which our goals and our plans are incorporated to achieve the mission. Now, lots of people talk about that. What are the different levels of goals? Any goal has three levels. First is the mission. Then mission, you might say mission statement. The second is the strategic goal. The third is the tactical goal, and then the operation goal. Now, mission statement or your mission is the basis of all goals and plans. Let's take the example of Imtiaz Supermarket. From a Kiryana store to not only a superstore, it's now being turned into a departmental store, because Mr. Imtiaz had a very clear mission. He took up the example of Kmart, and he said, like at Kmart, they say that we make help people save money so they can live better lives. He worked on a similar thing. He worked on the economy of scale, and as a result, you see him as a success story. So, primarily, your mission is the basis of all goals and plans. Now, you start with the strategic goal. They obviously call the official goals or broad statements or describing where the organization wants to be in future. Let's take some of the educational institutions. I take the Lahore University of Management Sciences and I take Institute of Business Management in Karachi. In both these cases, they worked on the strategic goal, which was for 10 years. In 10 years, where they want to be, what the organization wants to be. Now, you have different disciplines. Today, at the Institute of Business Management, IOBM, you have different colleges at the Lahore University of Management Sciences. But the thing is that they had this thing that this is what we want to do. They started, I, IOBM started with a business college, which was the College of Business Management. At that particular time, there was a very big niche. IBA was there, Greenwich was there. So there was a very big gap. And in that gap, they decided to give in a university or an institution that is going to be competing with IBA. As a result, they are there where they are. Then another thing that you need to understand that any strategic plan that you make, it will tell you about the action and step that your organization intends to attain or to achieve your strategic goals. Strategic plan, like I said earlier, also I said it is a blueprint that defines your organizational activities, resource allocation. Now, if you break it down in forms of cash, personnel, space, facility, anything that's going to be required. So, whether it's an educational institution, whether it's a bank, or it's a restaurant or something, you need to have a strategic plan. All your strategic plans are going to be followed by your tactical plan because the strategic plans are made by the top management who conceive the idea, who visualize the thing, and who develop the strategic plan, which is taken up by the middle management, where they look at all the subunits and so on, and departments and other things, and then you see how working with each of the units, they're going to work at achieving the overall goals. So, in the technical plans, what you design is you help execute the major strategic plans to accomplish a specific part of your company's strategy. Whether you take the example of Tapal that I mentioned, or Shan Foods, or you may take the example of, like I mentioned, Institute of Business Management, Lahore University of Management Sciences, or for that matter, when it goes into the eating business, there are restaurants like Kolachi and Barbecue Tonight and so on and all that. They're very clear. They're very clear in what they want. And very in a very good manner. They worked on these tactical plans. They've decided and so on and all that. Unilever is a very big organization, but if you see Unilever is split into so many divisions and so on and all that. So there are these tactical plans, obviously for different departments and so on and whatnot. Now, on a tactical, on a tactical plan is fine that you've passed on the information to or the orders to the what you call the front level managers or the supervisors and so on. Now, what they do are called the operational goals. Now, operational goal. Let me put it in a very simple manner, very simple language. Operational goals are the execution and implementation of the tactical goal on a डे टू डे बेस एवरी डे. आज सेल कितना हुआ है, हमने प्रोडक्शन में कितना सेव किया है, कौन सा हमने नया सॉफ्टवेयर वो किया है, ये सारी जो चीजें हैं they are taken up in the operational goal. Now, all operational goals are very precise and measurable. यहाँ पे जो ऑपरेशन प्लान जो होते हैं वो लोअर लेवल पे डेवलप किए जाते हैं एंड here the organizations have to specify action steps toward achieving the operational goals as well as supporting the tactical plans. Now let's go back to my favorite subject, which is the mission. It all starts with the mission. The mission is the basis for the strategic level of goals and plans, which in turn will shape into the tactical or divisional level plans and then the operational or the department plan. With your mission, you normally come up with a mission statement, which defines the purpose of the organization. It basically distinguishes your organization from others which are in the similar type. Now, as I said, Tapal is not the only one that makes tea. Now, let's take what you call this cellular phone industry. There are your phone, there is Mobilink, there is Vared, there's so many of them. They're all in the same thing. But what you need to do is you need to come up with a differentiation. And basically, with the mission statement, you come up with a different. Now, a mission announces exactly where you're going. Please understand, the mission announces exactly where you're going. And in this, there are values which describe the behavior that will get you there. You understand? This is something that you need to understand very clearly. Your mission statement announces exactly where you want to go, whether you are an individual student or something, or whether you're a young executive or something, or you're a small organization or a big organization, whatever. The mission announces exactly where you're going, and the values describe the behaviors that will get you there. As a student, आप डिग्री खरीद भी सकते हो ना, यहाँ तो चाकू दिखा के वो कुछ कर रहे थे, बेहिसाब काम डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज के अंदर होते हैं, तो आप वो तो नहीं करते ना. आप क्या कहते हैं, यू गो विद द वैल्यूज एंड यू वर्क ऑन इट. नाउ लेट्स टेक what an effective mission statement actually is. Effective mission statement basically answers one question: how do we intend to win in this business? सिंपल, आसान, कोई बड़ी मुश्किल बात नहीं है. एक सवाल अगर आप अपने आप से पूछते हैं कि हाउ डू वी इंटेंड टू विन इन दिस बिजनेस, लेकिन देखिए इसके अंदर जो वैल्यूज वगैरह हैं उनको हमने नहीं बोलना, समझ गए ना. At the same time, an effective mission statement must balance the possible and the impossible. ये बड़ी अहम चीज है, इसकी बड़ी वो है. इसके ऊपर अक्सर लोग पूछते हैं कि जी वो इफेक्टिव गोल्स क्या होते हैं. देखिए बेसाब लोगों ने पीपल कीप कमिंग अप विद डिफरेंट डेफिनेशंस. आप मैनेजमेंट की किताबें उठाएंगे, you will find every book talking about 20 things about effective goals and so on and all that. I go for simple things. I go with these SMART goals. Whatever goal that you have, it must be specific. Whatever you want to do, where you want to get, it must be very clear and very specific. At the same time, it must be measurable. You should know what defines the success or what defines the failure or what defines, no action. So there must be a yardstick or something on the basis of which. So any goal that you come up with must be measurable. At the same time, it must be achievable. That means it should be realistic, but it should be realistic with the challenge. Because if you come up with goals which are not realistic, and the managers, your people, and all that would not be able to achieve them, and they'll get very disheartened, and there'll be a lot of frustration and so on. And at the same time, if you come up with goals which are not challenging, then people will lose the initiative, and people will say, well, there is actually nothing in it. But then comes in the R, which is relevant. Now, I have myself in my life seen lots of people, and I'm talking of lots of young people, they have come up with the goals and all that. But some of the goals that they have no relevance to their lives. Oh, they have absolutely no relevance. But said at the same time, there have been organizations also. They come up with goals which are not relevant. You getting this and you getting that. What does it get you? How is it relevant to you? The last thing here is what you call time bound. Every goal must be time bound. This is something that we all need to be very clear about, that it must be, every goal must be time bound. If you are working on a project, compete with, let's your nearest competitor, and if your product development takes so much longer that by that time that particular product has become irrelevant, you lost. So everything about in all your goals must be time bound. So what did I say? Smart. S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for relevance, and T for time bound. Okay. Now, here I want to talk to you about where I said earlier, effective mission statements always balance the possible and impossible. In developing countries, governments often change. The new man comes in and he comes up with promises and so on and whatnot, which are not possible. You got to understand that you've got to work within your resources. If you don't have the resources, how can you promise the moon? So, the same way, lots of organizations also come up with come up with missions where they're not able to get there. You have to be understand. You have, like I said, you have to be realistic. The smart is not only relevant, it's also be taken as realistic, right? I should have mentioned that earlier because everything should be realistic. Now, if you come up with that, there is very little chance that you're going to be winning. Okay, there is lots of importance to planning that has been achieved and all that. I'll share a particular slide with you, which is it's a news item from Dawn newspaper, and in this particular thing, the importance of planning is very greatly highlighted. You see this? It's Dawn newspaper. The U.S. military chief said the Afghan debacle was the cumulative effect of 20 years of mistakes. Now, the says U.S. military chief has informed the American lawmakers the loss in Afghanistan was a cumulative effect of 20 years of wrong decisions and bad planning. Now, a thing like this, a debacle like this, when that happens, you have to think about it. They think about it very seriously. That how come things like these happen? And he's confessed it. It is a bad planning. Now, this bad planning obviously costs the world's biggest power so much money as well as, a lot of humiliation. Now, before I end, I want to talk to you about the GE General Electric mission statement, which was developed by Jack Welch in the year in the year, I think, 1980, 1982, he developed this mission statement. Now, please listen to it very carefully and understand. You can also think of it. It may apply to you. It may apply to your organization. The mission statement says GE is going to be the most competitive enterprise in the world by being number one or number two in every market. Do we get it? GE is going to be the most competitive enterprise in the world by being number one or number two. He's very clearly defined. Whatever division of GE is there, whether it's a light division or a healthcare division or infrastructure or oil and gas, any division, they must either have the number one position in the market or number two in the position. Number three position in the market is not acceptable. Then further says, like I said, GE is going to be the most competitive enterprise in the world by being number one and number two in every market, fixing, selling, or closing every underperforming operation that could not get there. Means any of their divisions which is not able to attain the position of number one or number two, first they'll work and try to fix it. So somehow or other they can get to the number one or number two position. Now, if they can't fix it, they'll try selling it. In the event it can't even be sold, then they'll just close down because they said we are not going to have any underperforming business or operation that couldn't dare. I will also share it on the screen so all of you can see it for a thing and later on remember what it's like. GE mission statement, they're going to be the most competitive enterprise in the world by being number one or number two in every market. Fixing, selling, or closing down every underperforming business and operation that couldn't get there. Now, as a result, if you work for GE, whatever division of GE that you work for, you precisely knew it very clearly that in the event your division cannot get to number one or number two position, either going to be sold or it's going to be closed down. As a result, people knew what precisely was wanted from them, and this, I personally feel in my life, this is the best mission statement that I have. Over the years that I have seen, this is the best mission statement that I have come across, and I think there are other mission statements also, but there are a lot of other meaningless mission statements. We are a service-oriented company. We provide service and so on. Who's not service-oriented? Everybody is that. We are this and we are that. They're absolutely meaning. And then lots of time they're talking of things that they're not able to perform. I mean, I'm not going to name any of the organizations, but we do have many organizations in Pakistan also, where you read their mission statement, you say, wow, oh boy, let me go there. That's the best place to work for and all that. And when you realize that mission statement was a piece of paper. I'll share a funny story with you. One of our friends, had been working for multinational corporations or something. So he joined the SATE organization. One day the SATE Saab called him and SATE Saab said, भाई वो हमारा विजन और मिशन स्टेटमेंट कोई नहीं है तो ऐसा करें आप वो कोई विजन और मिशन स्टेटमेंट है. I'll say it in English. The SATE called him and said, we don't have a vision statement or a mission statement. So why don't you make a vision or mission statement and put it on a website? He said, sir, fine, we'll work on it. And within the next 4 weeks, we'll have something ready. So the SATE says, are you crazy? Why do you have to, wait for 4 weeks or something? Go and don't you know there is a thing called Google? Just go and open Google and from there take any mission statement or take any vision and just put it over there. Now, this is one particular thing I mentioned to you, but Most organizations work seriously on the thing, but like I said, your mission statement must differentiate between what is possible and what is not possible. Now, I take your leave, and inshallah, if possible, we will meet again and we will talk more about the other things and strategy and so on. Okay?